I have a question for you. How many of you have ever gone through McDonald's or in Bismarck, Big Boy? You made your order, you drove up to pay and to pick up the order, and you were told the car ahead of you paid for your bill. Hopefully you paid for the one behind you. We know that is paying ahead. Now I know you're going to say, what does McDonald's and the Big Boy have to do with the pledge to our flag? The short answer is absolutely nothing. But I won't do a short answer. The long answer is, back before we were even a country, when people came over here to settle, we had 13 colonies. But we were under the rule of the British. Now, we didn't really like that, and the British didn't wake up one morning and say, hey, you guys can have your independence. No, we had to win our independence with the Revolutionary War. In that war, 4,435 soldiers died. They paid forward for us so that we would have our independence. And what does that really mean, our independence? Today is a good example of what independence has meant to us. Al just said a prayer. We can pray in this country. That's one of the freedoms we have. Shortly, we're going to have an election for our leadership of this association. That is another privilege and benefit and a right that we claimed during the Revolutionary War. Later, we will have some changes to our bylaws. Gee, we can rule ourselves. We can change our bylaws. A lot of countries can't do that. And 2 days ago, where were you? You were all at home, living in your home, and you had the right of private property. You can own property in this country. A lot of countries you can't. You will go home and you work every day helping others enjoy that freedom to own private property. You work with buyers and sellers so that they also can enjoy those privileges. Now those 1,435 paid forward, and since then, to protect and preserve those rights and liberties, we have also had about 1.5 million men and women who wore the uniform of this country who also paid forward with their lives. Now, we haven't had to do that so far, but each one of us as realtors, we also are paying forward. When you wrote that check for RPAC or for issues, what did that go for? It went to elect people that would guarantee and ensure and preserve and protect our private property rights. Now I know some of you probably said, but I didn't write it to RPAC, I wrote it to issues. Would flood control come under that? Could be. And a little secret, for those of you that probably haven't written that check yet, you still have time. We have a little time to write that check. Now, it's in the words of Lee Greenwood, I am proud to be an American. And at least I'm free. And I would be proud to stand up with all of you and pledge our allegiance to our flag. That flag is just a symbol. It's a symbol that represents the greatest nation on the face of God's green earth, the United States of America. So please join me. And you military people, if you're a veteran, you may use and proudly use the military hand salute. The rest of you, place your hand over your heart. Join me. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And now, if you look in the back of your programs, is the Realtor Pledge. I am a Realtor. I pledge myself
to protect the individual right to real estate ownership and to widen the opportunity to enjoy it, to be honorable and honest in all dealings, to seek better to represent my clients by building my knowledge and competence, to act fairly toward all in the spirit of the golden rule, to serve well my community and ruin my country, to observe the Realtor's code of ethics and conform my conduct to its lofty ideals.
Thank you, and may God continue to bless America. And Madam President, we had a nice view here. During the pledge, there was not one wannabe NFL quarterback that remained seated or kneeling.